Let's be real everyone, if you're a Godzilla fan, this last week has been insane. Hey residents, this is Jacob, and boy do we have a lot of catching up to do. So with all the Godzilla -1 and the new TV show stuff going on, we didn't get to cover this throughout the week. But still, it's important to cover right now as it's super likely we're gonna get something revealed very soon, maybe even later today after you see this video. So stomp that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you know exactly when that hopeful Godzilla Kong the New Empire trailer drops. We got a lot to go over everyone, including 3 fantastic images that IGN has revealed, our human leads, Kong, and could this be Space Godzilla turning into Destroyer? Just kidding everyone, that's Godzilla, evolving. And we also got some information from the director himself, Adam Wingard, giving us fans a tease of what to expect in this new MonsterVerse movie. I'm not gonna waste any time here, I know what you guys want to see first. Take a good, hard look at this epic shot of our boy Kong. I knew it was gonna be hard to one-up the CGI that we've seen in Godzilla vs. Kong, especially when we're talking about the big monkey. If you know anything about animation, then you know just how ridiculously, insanely hard it is to animate fur. But after looking at this picture of Kong, I think they somehow managed to actually make better CGI monsters than we've seen in Godzilla vs. Kong. The amount of detail you can see in Kong alone is insanely impressive. And overall, he looks about the same as what he did in Godzilla vs. Kong, but he's definitely got more of a mane thing going on his shoulders, traps, and neck area. It kinda looks like he's wearing a big Viking cloak, especially when you throw in that salt and pepper manly beard he's got. And of course his famous weapon from Godzilla vs. Kong, the mighty axe. Now clearly Kong's about to engage in battle with someone or something here, and I really like the eerie, foggy setting here. I can't wait to see this scene in the movie. And I also can't wait to see this image of Godzilla frozen in ice evolving into his new powerful form. Now it's been a bit of a joke in the community that Space Godzilla or Destroyer was gonna show up in this new Empire movie. And obviously that's probably not gonna happen, but I think what they're trying to do is kind of make a spiritual successor to those monsters with this new take on Godzilla. There's this purple coloration coming out everywhere, and even though it's just his silhouette, this is definitely gonna result in Godzilla coming out looking crazy powerful, something that would compare to a Space Godzilla or a Destroyer. There's a ton of mysteries surrounding this image though, like why is Godzilla here in the first place, and of course all of this is gonna be explained in the movie, and we might get to see a little bit more in the trailer that hopefully drops soon. And I know people like to quickly zoom past the humans in these monster movies, but I still think it's important to talk about this image right here because it shows our 3, what I assume are lead human characters. We have Eileen Andrews and Gia from Godzilla vs. Kong, looking a little different these days though, and our new character who's apparently called Trapper in this movie. And if those images got you excited, well, we got more for you. Director Adam Wingard has some more information for us, coming from the interview with IGN, so let's go take a look at that. The skills that it takes to create a giant monster movie are so specific that you have to learn them. And only at the end of the production was I like, oh wait, now I know. I had all these different ideas of what I would do next time and how I could improve upon it. So much of the film was entirely animated CG shots. So much of it is just pure imagination. We have some sequences going up to about 8 minutes long, where it's just the monsters doing their thing. And so the movie really allows the monsters to tell their own narrative in a visual, non-verbal way. That kind of sounds like pretty much everything we've been asking for lately. An 8-minute long scene that's purely just the CGI monsters, that's insane. That's like some Avatar level stuff. So if you wanted more monsters, this is gonna be your movie. So you best get hyped up about it. And you're gonna get even more hyped if you're a fan of Godzilla vs. Kong because we have the return of Doug. Apparently Titanus Doug is gonna have a fair amount of screen time in the new movie, so he's actually gonna be a legit character this time around. And Adam went on to say, he's like a little bulldog sort of. It's a character I think people have ownership of just because they kind of made him viral in a MonsterVerse sort of way. So he's pretty much saying that us fans freaking out over Doug and how cute he is the reason why Doug's getting a bigger role in this new movie. I'm really hoping we get to see Kong and Doug work together like a human and a dog. That would be amazing. But we're gonna get a lot more than just Doug in this new movie. We gotta talk about our potential new king. So throughout this whole week, Legendary was putting out a whole heap of posts trying to start the marketing hype for this new movie. And with that, we got some really cool designs of Godzilla, Kong, and of course this new big bad ape that they still haven't officially announced his name, but we are all assuming that he's called the Scar King thanks to those leaks from a while back. So let's hear what Adam has to say about this new villain. He describes the character as devilish, which is about all you need to know to get an idea about this guy. We wanted to come up with an antagonist that would be both a match for Kong and Godzilla, and that's really hard to do. There's a lot more to this character and how he's a threat, and that's going to be something that's going to be fun to kind of dole out. So when he says there's a lot more to this character and how he's a threat, my take at that is that clearly this new ape probably can't take on Godzilla and Kong physically alone, right? It just wouldn't make sense. But we've had this long-running idea on the channel that he's going to lead an army of sorts against Kong and Godzilla, and therefore it makes sense that he would actually stand a chance against them. He's got to use his brain here or he's just going to get nuked, literally. And for the longest time, I thought the new empire in the title was referring to this new Kong's army. But apparently, according to Adam, it's actually referring to Godzilla and Kong's alliance in this new movie. Adam said, "As soon as the last movie came out and the audiences started to see it, I was like, you just can't separate these two guys again. It's too exciting having them in one movie. And now the next one has to be about the continuation of that relationship, which is going to be the team up." So that's it, everyone. The marketing for Godzilla Kong The New Empire has officially begun. Those images were amazing, and Wingard pretty much told us what we wanted to hear. This movie's gonna focus on the monsters. We're gonna have 8-minute long scenes of just monsters at least. And we're gonna get to see Godzilla and Kong team up to kick some ass. And that's just prime. Something's coming later this day, everyone, so stay tuned.